Hey guys, it is Blair from BittenByBookLust, and I'm here to do an update and to do a mini book haul. If the sound goes off, if you keep clicking, that's Facebook, it goes off. Okay, so March has been a pretty interesting month. So I started off mainly reading YA books and trying to finish off Beautiful Creatures, and I started Imaginary Girls, I believe, in March. And around today the 13th, I think it was the 11th or the 10th, I had an experience in my life that not only changed the course of certain aspects of my life, but changed a lot of the reading that I have been doing lately. And it was an insane realization, it was an insane experience, but it was also a very loud awakening. And I won't go into too much detail because I know a lot of people are spiritual and a lot of people aren't spiritual, or some people are fence sitters, or it's fine. Everything is fine because everyone has their own opinions. But basically, I had that experience, and now my brain is in information overload mode, and because of that, I've picked up a few books that I feel personally in my life right now I am gaining a lot from, learning a lot from, and I would like to read them so that I can share them with you guys, because while I may not be able to have that same experience or completely let you know what that experience was, and basically I can tell you that I'm kind of looking into past lives, karma, learning about that kind of thing because of the experience that I did have, and facing a lot of my fears through reading. So that is one of the most pleasurable things about reading, you guys, I have to say, is that it's fun and exciting, and I love reading YA, but I also love to dig into a good non-fiction book and really expand my mind, and I like to expand my mind to be able to share that experience with you guys, because that's why I'm here. So, the books that I am reading now, and probably will be the books that I review at the end of the month. I'm reading Mood Mapping Still, Write Your Own Legend, Imaginary Girls, Beautiful Creatures, and these two books that I'm going to show you next are pivotal points in my life at the moment, leading me on to a different direction with my thinking and my spiritual growth. So my partner Daniel, this book really changed his reading habits, but it also changed how he thinks and he sees the world. And he wanted me to read this book because it was revolving around reincarnations and cosmic events and things like that. So that is The Ancient Future, The Dark Age by Tracy Harding, which is an Australian author. And he has read some of it to me before. He started to read me this when I used to go to bed at night, but I would fall asleep so fast that I missed half of it. And last night I was having an experience when I went into, I guess you can call it, trance, when I was doing meditation for past life experiences, and I hit a traumatic roadblock in my brain and my subconscious, and that brought up a lot of pain, a lot of suffering in my head. And so Daniel said that, he said to Neil, Blair, my name's Neil, or Blair, whatever you want to call me, he said to Neil, pick up this book, I want you to read it because it's going to help you. And I've only read a couple of pages, and it really resonates with the experience that I'm having so far. And I really believe in books like this coming along in our lives, because even if they're YA books, these books can touch you in some ways. So it's really fantastic that I'm reading a fantasy book that really resonates with a lot of the scary and exhilarating and enlightening experiences that I'm going through at the moment. So And I'm not, like, I don't know when I'm going to be finished this book. I'm not really putting any pressure on when I'm finishing these books, guys. I think the next couple of months are going to be some months where I really dig into my soul and dig into the essence of who I am, and that may include YA books, but it may include a shitload of self-educating books, so be prepared for that. But I really like to share with you guys so that if you are interested in these books, I'm going to be able to give you my opinion on them. So that is The Ancient Future by Tracy Harding. Then I got sent this for review 2 years ago by the author, Robert Schwartz. It's called Your Soul's Plan, Discovering the Real Meaning of Life, the Life You Planned Before Birth, before you were born. And again, I really truly believe that I picked up this book at the time that I needed it. And everything that's happening in my life right now is resonating with this book as well. It is insane. It is an experience that is beyond words, really. And this book is really coaching me along and grounding me as well. So the author asked that I read it, and if I liked it, spread the word. So far, definitely, if you are interested in metaphysical, esoterical, anything like that, whatever you call it, definitely pick up this book. It's fantastic. It is amazing. I'm loving it so far. So those are really the books that I'm reading. I'm also reading a book on my Kindle. It's a romance book too. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm reading and how I'm feeling, because that is why I'm here. I'm here to share my life. I'm here to share my feelings. And sometimes books come into your life at a time when you really, really need them, and they can show you a gateway to higher learning and higher being and just being yourself. So after that ramble, and I must mention, I'm not usually a outward spiritual person. Like, I don't preach religion or anything like that. I just like sharing my experiences. Okay, so I started working at a volunteer charity shop, and I picked up a book yesterday. It is the second book of the series, but I'm planning on reading the series pretty soon. It's called Return to Charlotte by Felicity Pullman. It is the second book, but I love the cover. And I read the series in high school, and it's about people who they get zapped back in time to medieval court of King Arthur, and I am in love with King Arthur, so I'm thinking in the next couple of months I would love to read some retellings and stuff like that, or some legend retellings. That's part of reading the legend book as well. It's got me thinking about King Arthur, and I love King Arthur. It's one of the most fascinating topics. I love reading about that sort of stuff. I don't know if it's fictional or true, but I'm not quite sure, but when it comes to fictional retellings, I love anything. So if you guys have heard of any stories relating to that, let me know. Then I picked up 2 books today at the charity shop. I picked up My Heart Remembers, a novel by Kim Vogel Sawyer. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And this one is about Irish immigrant children that are sent to Missouri, and they all get split up, and it's about them coming together. It says here, 17 years later, they're still searching for each other, and there's still memories, and the main character always wonders what their brothers and sisters are doing. Like, they get separated into different families in different times and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's another part of that. I was reading a passage somewhere, and it said that your body remembers, your heart remembers these things in life and in past experiences as well. So I think, you know, that kind of got me as well, reading it on that level. So yeah, I picked up that book. And Thorn in My Heart by Liz Curtis Hicks is another beautiful, stunning cover. Just beautiful. And this one is set in the 1700s and Scotland, I believe. And it says here, let us sleep beneath the woolen covers, leaving one taper burning high on the dresser where it would not disturb her slumber. Clouds have moved in and blotted out the moon, for the window was dark, her whole room, except for the tiny flame, remained pitch black, as dark as a Yule midnight, Nina would say. Darkness was nothing to fear. Far greater fears gnawed at Lena's soul. A life without love, without a husband, without children. For her, it was a life not at all. But what if it was a life the Almighty had chosen for it? If it pleased him, could she bear it? And it also has some reading discussions in the back. And I think it's the first part of the series. So again, another beautiful book and something that really focuses on life and questioning life and things like that. So yeah, so that's basically where I'm at with my reading at the moment. I'm reading at a very slow pace, but I'm also doing a hell of a lot of writing, a hell of a lot of journaling, introspective, and a lot of discussions with my family and friends about where I'm at spiritually, where I'm at with everything in my life right now. So it's leaving me it is leaving me exhausted a lot of the time, but I want to be able to bring you that experience to you guys because I want to be able to share that with you. So hopefully this video wasn't too boring, but I wanted to put it out there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to relaxing with some more YA soon because I think I'm going to need a bit of a break from some of these books. Definitely. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, new and old subscribers. Thank you for still watching, and I shall see you guys later. Bye.